Good day, friends. I am Emma Bogarin from Pathways of Hope. Today's Gospel reading is taken from Matthew 13, verses 24 to 43. It's about the parable of the wheat and the weeds. It says, "The kingdom of heaven may be likened to a man who sowed good seed in his field. While everyone was asleep, his enemy came and sowed weeds all through the wheat, and then went off. When the crop grew and bore fruit, the weeds appeared as well. The slaves of the household came to him and said, 'Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where have the weeds come from?' He answered, 'An enemy has done this.' His slaves said to him, 'Do you want us to go and pull them up?' He replied, 'No, if you pull up the weeds, you might uproot the wheat along with them. Let them grow together until harvest. Then at harvest time, I will say to the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles for burning, but gather the wheat into my barn.'" Let's break down the main characters. We have the master, the enemy, the harvesters, and the harvest, which are the wheat and the weeds. Let's focus on what the master said. Let them grow together until harvest. The master represents God, our Father, the just judge. Isaiah 33, verse 22 says, "For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our king. It is He who will save us." Not only is He our ultimate judge, but a just judge. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Steadfast love and faithfulness go before you. Our God is a God of second chances. He gives us a lifetime to reflect on our choices, make changes, and ultimately make the decision to choose Him as our God. The enemy in the parable is Satan himself, who will not stop to tempt and harass us, to plant lies in our head, and to make us confused about our faith in God. But our God is a just and righteous judge. He doesn't just cut us off when we sin, unlike the slaves who suggested pulling out the weeds without thinking how they might damage the good wheat as well. God gives us a lifetime to repent. But let's not be complacent, for at the end of time, God will claim His people and the wheat, and throw those who choose to be evil, the weeds, in the eternal fiery furnace or hell. The harvest workers are the angels, and the harvest time is the end of the age. While we live here on earth, we shall all live amongst good and bad people alike. However, we shouldn't act like a judge and condemn those who have sinned. Instead of judging them, let's show them mercy and lead them closer to God. Let them know how good, kind, and powerful our God is. Let's encourage them to change and lead them to transform their lives. Many decades ago, while I was still new in our singles community, there were some new members who challenged our way of life. The young leaders then, including myself, thought that it would be best if they leave if they can't adapt to our teachings. One Sunday, I went to Mass with one of the leaders, and the gospel was about the wheat and the weeds. The priest explained that we shouldn't easily judge people as good or bad, and that we should give them a chance to change. Whoa, that message threw me off. We looked at each other and we thought about our decision. After the Mass, we decided to let them stay in community, train them and lead them as best as we could, and the rest is up to God. After several months, our relationships improved, and some of them even stepped up in service, and they stayed in our community until they got married. Friends, is there someone in your life who you think is hopeless? Surrender them to God. Pray for them, guide them, Don't give up on them, because God certainly won't. Our God is a just and righteous God. He sees the good in all of us, and He loves us all unconditionally. His greatest desire is for us to be united with Him at the end of time. Again, this is Emma Bugarin from Pathways of Hope. Have a blessed day.